Yeah.
It's on church, but I can walk over there and.
Oh, no, we can't allow people who have warrants to walk. So this hearing was scheduled at 9 a.m. This is actually set for jury trial today. Was an announcement made in the hallway?
Yes, Judge. She's not out there.
And the court will note that previously she had warrants from precinct 1. Either better yourself, or either they'll have you picking up trash along the highway. You understand? Once you sign the reset form, you are excused, and make sure you're on time next time, all right? So here's my first question. Why shouldn't I take you into custody? You were in this court on October 14th and you were late. And I informed you not to be late again, and you're currently late. All right. This is what the court will do. The court is going to deny your application, find you guilty, sentence you to 12 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. There's a $5,000 fine. Time and money will run concurrent.
Morning, Judge.
Good morning.
Good to see you back.
Oh, thank you. How are you doing?
I'm well. And by the way, wherever you go, there you are, is first credited to Confucius.
Hey. Court is calling 2022 CR 7209, State of Texas versus Uriah David Huffman. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Jason Garahan, Your Honor.
Defense?
Carl Alexander from Mr. Huffman.
And are you Mr. Huffman?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, did you understand you're charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon? That's a second-degree felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
After reviewing State's Exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. We'll come back on October 26th. Is there a need for a TAP evaluation or no?
It probably wouldn't hurt, Judge.
All right, any mental health evaluations or no?
Not that I'm aware of, Judge. I don't think it's.
All right, we'll come back on October 26th. I'll base my decision on your application based upon the PSI report and any other evidence that's presented.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you. Questions to the witness appearing by Zoom, State
No, Your Honor.
Defense?
No.
All right, could you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
All right, you can lower your hand. State your name for the record, please.
Candy Joanne Huffman.
Thank
Defense.
you. Ms. Huffman, although I think we can tell by your last name, how are you related to Uriah?
I'm his mother.
And how old is Uriah?
26. Oh God.
Have you not seen Uriah in a while?
No,
Where do you currently?
I also have lupus, and so memory and stuff is a little, I had to think about the math.
I got you. Okay. Where do you currently live at?
I live in Florida,
Can you be a little more specific, at least what county?
Orlando. I live in Orlando.
Uriah, he's originally from Texas, is that right?
Yes, he was born in Dallas.
And was there a father in his life?
No,
Has he ever known his father?
no, he's never met him. He left, rather I left him when his father, whenever I was 4 months pregnant.
Does your son have a drug problem?
He did. Yeah,
And you say he did, are you talking about the fact that he's been sober since he's been in jail for a year and a half?
yes, I suppose.
Okay, so prior to his arrest for the offenses that brings him here today, how bad would you say Uriah's drug use was?
I would say probably pretty bad. As far as what I was aware, he was always high.
Did he choose to be homeless in order to feed that addiction?
I think that I don't think he chose to be homeless in order to feed the addiction, to be honest. I think he chose to be homeless, and the addiction, or the drug use rather, was just part of it because of the people that he was around.
So during this time, the time that Uriah took part in hurting people, was he the same Uriah that you knew and raised?
No, no, absolutely not. Uriah was never violent. Even whenever I found out about what happened, I was shocked. He's not a violent person. He was never in fights at school growing up. He never at all. He wasn't violent at home. He didn't punch walls. He was never like that, ever.
Now, since his incarceration, have you had contact with him, either through
Yes.
phone, video visits?
Yes.
And have you seen Uriah change over the course of the last year and a half?
Yes, other than just being understandably sad and depressed and lonely, as you would be in the situation that he's in. I got my son back. He's became I could talk to him again. He could carry on and wanted to carry on a conversation with me. He was back to being my loving son again.
Now, if the judge grants Uriah deferred adjudication, okay, will he have a place to live?
Yes, he can live here with me.
So that would be in Florida.
Yes, sir.
And again, if he's granted deferred, there's probably going to be a lot of requirements of him, such as making appointments, being tested for substance abuse, probably doing some type of classes of community service.
Mhm.
Will you aid him in making sure he's complying with all of the requirements?
Absolutely. Yes. I work from home. Well, I am starting a home business. I'm an artist, so
Okay.
it's just crafting, but so I'm free to do that.
Will you help Uriah in getting employment?
Yes, absolutely.
Does he actually have a job waiting for him in Florida if he is granted probation?
Yes. My husband had spoken to but he told me, now this was a while back, that he sorry, my hand is cramping, that he could have an entry level position with my husband.
And what would he be doing?
Just computer work. I'm not really sure exactly what it is, but it would be just stuff on the computer. Other than that, if that isn't still available, because he hasn't talked to his boss about it recently, then I would do whatever I needed to do to help him find a job. That would definitely be a priority.
And again, if Uriah is granted deferred adjudication, he's very likely going to have to make restitution to the victims of his cases. Would you help him make sure that he stays employed and he's making good on that debt?
I would do whatever I needed to do to help him do what he needed to do. Yes. My husband and I would, my mother and father would. I've already talked to them about it as well. My mother and stepfather also live here. That's why I moved here. And they're also supportive. So
that's a support structure that Uriah has there in Florida. Did he have all that here before when he chose to get lost in drugs?
He's always had me, but no, not really. Other than me, no.
But so now it's a bigger support structure waiting for him.
Yes, I would say so. But he also he won't know anybody here. Like nobody from, anybody that he used to run with or know on the streets or anything. Like, he won't know anybody here. So it would be a complete fresh start, you know, and as far as that goes, I think that would be a great help as well. And that's just my opinion, but yeah.
All right, Ms. Huffman, thank you for your time. I'll pass the witness.
I'm sorry, state.
Thank you. Ms. Huffman, I'm Jason Garahan. I'm a prosecutor for the state of Texas.
Yes, sir. Hi.
Hi, nice to see you on Zoom here. I got the indication that you're, when Mr. Alexander was asking you some questions, that, tell me if I'm wrong, but Uriah's violence towards other people was sort of a drug induced. Is that what you feel?
Yes, I think that it was drug induced, and that and because of who he was with, more than anything.
I mean, you are aware that there's a evaluation, what we call a precedence investigation, where your son stated that he denied consuming alcohol or drugs during the commitment of this offense of aggravated assault on an individual. Are you aware of that?
No, I'm not, but I know how methamphetamines work, and I know my son, and he wasn't the same person at that time
Were you there?
mentally.
Sorry.
No, I wasn't. I obviously wasn't there, but I talked to him often. Well, sometimes talked to him for a month or two, but I mean, I talked to him that day, the day that he got arrested, and I could hear it in his voice.
Did you know that if he actually didn't get arrested on the day of the offense?
No, well, no,
In his precedence investigation, he said he did meth after the offense happened in the days following. You're not aware of that, are you?
no.
And are you aware of the victim's injuries in this case?
The victim's what?
Injuries.
Yes,
So you're aware that he lost an eye,
yes,
his skull was crushed in,
yes.
and that he was shot at more than once.
Not by my son. I'm sorry. It doesn't matter. Yes, I am. And it's a terrible thing. And I'm glad that he is alive.
You're also aware he was stabbed. Is that correct?
No, I wasn't aware of that part, but I mean, it doesn't make it any better or worse. It's all bad.
You realize also that he was hogtied with his arms
Yes.
and his behind him,
Yes.
and put it in his own trunk of his own car,
Hmm.
and driven around, and then dumped on the side of the road without many articles of his clothing, pretty much naked. Are you aware of that?
Yes.
Your son told you this?
No.
Okay, no further questions, John.
All right, any further questions? All right, you can call your next witness. All right, can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand if you'll state your name for the record, please.
Uriah David Huffman.
All right, make sure you keep your voice up.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, defense.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, Uriah, you had a chance to go over this PSI. I'll just start there. Right.
All right, you're gonna have to answer yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And I believe you said there's a couple things you wanted to cover.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let's just cut right to the chase about what happened to Joshua. He was here to go.
Yes, sir.
The PSI talks about you actually tying him up. Did you tell the probation officer you actually tied him up?
Probation officer?
That interviewed you for this? Did you tell them that you tied him up?
I don't believe so.
Okay. So as far as the tying up is concerned, because he was tied up, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, how did you participate? What was your active role?
I just got the rope.
Okay.
And I handed it to DK, or to Daryl, sorry.
I'm sorry, could you speak up?
I got the rope and I handed it to Daryl.
Okay.
And that's your co-defendant in this case, who I believe you refer to as DK.
Yes, sir.
The PSI also talks about you putting Josh in the trunk of his
Yeah.
car.
Yes, sir.
Did you do that?
No, sir.
Did you tell probation you did that?
No, sir.
Did you drive his car away with him in it?
Yes, sir.
The PSI also talks about when you guys went and stopped somewhere in Atkins, and it makes it sound like you took part in the shooting. Like that you actively shot Joshua. Did you tell probation that?
No, sir. I mean, I told them that I was there, yes, but I never touched the gun. I never did anything like that.
Did you assist in removing Joshua from his trunk so that he could be shot?
I don't believe so, no.
Did you have a gun?
No, sir.
So are you the one that shot Joshua?
No, sir.
Who did shoot Joshua?
Daryl shot Joshua.
Now, you're not saying that you didn't participate in what happened to Joshua, are you?
No, I'm not saying that.
And I believe what's actually in the stipulated evidence is earlier that day, Joshua had actually hit you in the face with a guitar. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
And so you made DK aware of this?
And whenever DK pulled up to the trailer, he asked me why I was bleeding, and I told him that Joshua hit me with a guitar.
Okay. Did you ask DK to do anything to Joshua?
No, sir. He walked in and started doing that on his own.
Okay. But once DK started doing things to Joshua, you made a choice, right?
Yes, sir.
You chose to go get the rope.
Yes, sir.
You chose to drive the car.
Yes, sir.
And you chose to plead guilty as opposed to no contest, right?
Yes, sir.
So probably the biggest question in the back of the judge's mind is, based on everything that happened to Joshua, okay, and what you did participate in,
Yes, sir.
why in the world should she give you probation and not just send you to prison?
Because I understand that it was wrong in not calling the cops and participating in any of it. And I believe that I can prove that that's not who I am, and that I'll be able to complete probation and pay back any kind restitution that goes to them, to Joshua.
Are you sorry for?
Yes, of course.
happened?
I'm sorry that all of it happened to him. He didn't deserve it, and I'm sorry to his family.
Well, they're right there. So you think maybe you should tell him and not us?
Of course, I'm very sorry that all of it happened to Joshua. If I could go back, I would have called the cops. I would have tried my best to convince DK not to do it. I'm very sorry.
You had an evaluation about your drug usage.
Yes, sir.
And I think it says in there you were using meth daily. Is that accurate?
Yes, sir.
Okay. DK wasn't just your friend, right?
What do you mean?
DK was selling meth.
Yes, sir. He was, yeah.
And all the people you were associating with at the time, including Josh, you guys were all meth users, is that right?
Yes, sir.
Again, if the judge takes a chance on it, that's a hard thing to shake. It was recommended that if you're granted probation, that you do inpatient therapy,
Yes, sir.
excuse me, rehab. Are you willing to do that and do what it takes?
Yes, sir.
No matter, because there's several programs the judge could choose from, some of which could take up to a year before you're ever released.
Mhm.
Are you willing to do that?
Yes, sir.
Are you asking the judge for a second chance despite your choices?
Yes, sir.
Tell her that, not me.
Yes, ma'am. I would. I hope that you'll give me the chance and opportunity to prove that, or to give me a probation and even the drug rehab program.
I'll pass the minister.
State?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Huffman, you said you didn't actually actively shoot. Mr. Pennell, right?
Yes, sir.
And you actively, I guess, grabbed a rope, handed it over to DK, which is Daryl King, right?
Yes, sir.
Daryl King's the one that shot Josh, is that right?
Yes, sir.
Who stabbed him?
I'm not aware.
You're not aware? You didn't have a knife?
No, sir.
You didn't have a knife.
No, sir.
And so the stab wounds, you don't know how that happened?
I'm aware that he got stabbed, but I don't
Who
know. how.
stabbed him?
All right, I'm gonna need you to speak up.
I'm aware that he got stabbed, but I'm not aware of who stabbed him.
Was there anybody else?
Mm, Was there anybody else that could have stabbed him?
Mhm.
Yes.
Who?
I don't know his name. It was just a guy.
So you don't have the guy's name.
No, sir.
So this random guy that you don't know his name stabbed Josh. Is that what you're saying?
No,
So who
I'm
stabbed him?
saying that there was another guy that could have done it.
Could have done it. So you could have done it.
No, that's not what I'm saying. You asked me if there was anybody else.
Okay.
Yes, there was.
You were there.
Yes, sir.
You were there when he got put in the trunk.
Yes, sir.
You were there when he got tied up.
Yes, sir.
You're the one that drove the vehicle around, right? In a hot trunk. And you knew that this individual had been stabbed, beaten, and tied up.
No, at the time, I did not know.
You
I
didn't know he
found
had
out,
been beaten?
no, that he'd been stabbed. I didn't find that out until I was already in jail.
Oh, so you didn't witness any stab wounds. You didn't see him bleeding before he got shot?
No, sir.
He wasn't bleeding before y'all shot him on the side of the road.
I didn't shoot him.
I
But
know, I said y'all, law parties in the state of Texas, if you're standing there, you're participating, and that doesn't mean you pulled the trigger, but you were there, right?
yes.
And
Yes,
you
sir.
left with DK, right?
Yes, sir.
Was he bleeding before you all shot him? Let's just say DK, I'm not gonna split peas with you. DK shoots him, you're standing next to DK. Was he bleeding before he was shot?
Yes,
Why was he bleeding?
yes, I assume he would, I can't tell you why he was bleeding. I'm sure
can't?
he got stabbed, but I don't know who stabbed him.
Did you hit him?
No,
You never hit Josh,
no, sir.
ever.
No, sir.
So DK did everything.
Yes, sir.
So DK stabbed him.
Okay, well, I don't know. I can't say for sure if TK stabbed him.
Okay. So he was bleeding before he was shot, right?
Yes, I mean, I
Hey,
believe I saw.
You were sober, you weren't doing drugs, you weren't drinking, right? That's what you told everybody in this packet. You weren't drinking and you weren't on meth the day this happened. You said it twice. So you were sober when this happened, right?
That is what that says, but I've already tried to tell my lawyer that I was using at that time.
At that time, were you using that day or not?
Yes,
So now that's something else that needs to be changed in this packet.
I thought that's what he said. I'm trying to.
I
make
don't
it
know,
clear
I'm
to him.
asking you.
Yes, that I was using drugs that day.
So these two items that say right here, it says, defendant denied consuming alcohol and using drugs on the date of the instant offense. That means that offense that happened that we were just talking about. That's wrong.
I mean, yes, I did use drugs that day.
Okay. Before or after you all shot him?
So. mm,
Sorry, I
Both?
can't hear you, sir.
Both?
So you're using drugs before and after
I-
Josh was shot,
I had used drugs before. Yes, and
that day.
yes, that day, yes, sir.
And then also right here, it says right here, I wasn't consuming alcohol or using drugs.
Yes, that's what my attorney went through with me, and I told him that was wrong.
Okay, so now that part is wrong also. That you
Yes.
were using alcohol and drugs.
Not alcohol, but drugs. Yes.
Okay. All right. So you deny, well, okay, you do remember him being tied up, right? What you call hog tied, right?
Yes, sir.
And he didn't have his clothes on, right?
Yes, sir.
Why didn't he have his clothes on?
Because they got taken off.
Who took them off?
DK.
And you just stood there?
Yes, sir.
Was he hog tied at the time that the clothes were being taken off or not?
Yes, I believe so.
He was. And then when was he shot?
He was shot behind the car.
Behind the car? When he was on the ground,
Yes, sir.
bleeding, already been cut,
It was
already been
dark.
stabbed?
Yes.
Tell me this. What do you think had happened to him after he got shot?
He was laid on the side of the road.
Well, did you think he died?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is one step away from a murder, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So why do you deserve deferred adjudication on this case? Tell the court that. Why do you deserve it? Because you almost committed murder. You see the man right there with his face bashed in and he has his left eye's not there anymore?
Yes,
Why
sir.
do you deserve deferred for that?
Can't honestly say that I don't,
Thank
or
you.
that I do.
Thank you. No further questions.
Defense, any other questions?
And I apologize, right? I did forget to ask you, we discussed it before, so. Did you want to clarify with the court, you were using drugs that day,
Yes,
but you weren't drinking?
no, I was not drinking.
You knew what was going on, Joshua. Right? As the events are unfolding, you know what's going on.
Yes, sir.
You could have done something, right?
Yes, sir.
Why didn't you?
I wasn't in the right state of mind. I just been hit with the guitar. So I wasn't thinking clearly. GK, he told me to get the rope. He told me to do this, and I chose to listen to him. Whenever I should have told him that, no,
What gave DK so much power over you that you
it's not that he had.
listened to him?
It's not that he had power. It's just that I don't know. He's a very intimidating person, and
Is DK a little man or a big man?
he's a big dude.
Did you ever know DK to be violent?
He always got what he wanted. Yes,
Or DK was the one holding the gun?
yes, sir.
Yeah, we need to make it clear that you understand. Okay. Even though you're saying you're not the one that shot Joshua. You're unclear who stabbed him. You helped, and the law says you're just as guilty.
Yes, sir.
You get that?
Yes, sir.
Despite that, are you asking the court for a chance to prove that you can change and you can be a productive member of society?
Yes, sir.
No question.
All right, any other witnesses?
No, ma'am.
Any other witnesses from the state?
Nothing to say, Your Honor.
All right, with regards to the restitution amount, is there agreed upon restitution or no?
No, Judge. And if I can address that, we've been provided nothing as far as what these amounts come from. And so I believe, despite if there's proof that we provided, he owes it, he owes it. I mean, that's, but I think we need to have a restitution hearing on that. When it comes to the victim in the instant case. Mr. Lavario, who is the complainant in the UMV case that's being TIC'd. Again, it's a very big number he's alleging with no proof. I will also point out that in the discovery given to us by the state, Uriah is found in this gentleman's stolen pickup, and there are no tools there. He's not found with them or anything. There's also some conflicting statements that he gave, so I would require a restitution hearing on that one as well. But again, whatever he owes, that proof's provided, he owes.
All right, this is what the court will do. The court is going to deny your application, find you guilty, sentence you to 12 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. There's a $5,000 fine, time and money will run concurrent. Taking consideration 2022 CR 7208, 2022 CR 7210. I can order the therapeutic community. It'll be up to them whether or not they place you in the therapeutic community. I absolutely have no jurisdiction over that. So if you would like, I could put that in the order.
Yes, ma'am.
There's an affirmative finding of deadly weapon. There's to be restitution, if any, and no contact with Joshua Sandoval and Ramon Lavario. Going to show you what's inside titled Trial Court Certification of Defendants' Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we can go off the record. I know that 12 years is a lot of time. Honestly, anytime you do, whether it's at the Bexar County Jail or wherever it's at the prison, that's a lot of time. But I did internalize everything that was said. I listened to all of the witnesses. If you have a drug or alcohol problem, you need to use this time away to get your life in order, to concentrate on what improvements you want to make so you don't be back here. The complainant in this case has permanent injuries, and those injuries will never go away. You can go to jail, do your time, get your life in order. You can even get a college degree at the jail. And I could be wrong, but I don't even think they have to pay for the degree. So you can get a free degree at the jail and work on yourself, figure out how you got in this situation, and not put yourself in this situation again. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Is there a victim impact?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Good luck to you.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right. Yeah, we got this case transferred. So who is the prosecutor on Jasmine Versino? It's, I think it's, criminal trial division.
Yes, Your Honor. I don't think any of us have really looked at the case yet, so it could be any one of us. It just got transferred to our court, so we're not up to speed, I guess, on all of the circumstances surrounding the case.
All right. So, Ms. Ferguson, I need a 30-day reset for discovery. All right, your discovery date will be November 13th. Once you sign the reset form, you are excused, and make sure you're on time next time, all right? Thank you. Just have a seat. Your attorney will bring the reset form to you. Thank you. Oh, so here's my first question. Why shouldn't I take you into custody?
Because of me,
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. Because of what?
because I don't think I should go to jail or something.
I mean, you should, because let me tell you why. You were in this court on October 14th and you were late. And I informed you not to be late again, and you're currently late.
Yes,
And if I drug test you today, what are the results going to be?
me. I haven't smoked. Yes, now I'm willing to take one right now and then come back. I would be allowed to.
Do you want me to do that?
Judge,
Mr. Toshi?
I believe her. I really do. She's on house arrest. She's not going anywhere. She's not, you know. Do I want you to? No, but do I think she'll pass? I do. Honestly, I really do.
All right, we'll do one today.
And just so you know, Jasmine can tell you what I have been telling her about being on time in this court. And trust me, I have dressed her down twice now about being here on time and told her that this will happen, and it's happening. So just the court knows I have emphasized how important it is to get here in this court on time. She does rely on others to get here. So, you know, partly her fault, partly not, but I think that's part of the problem.
All right, let me tell you what part of the problem is with you. One, I can make sure I know where you are and that you'll be on time, maybe because the jail will bring you over. And let me just tell you what's in the system. This case was transferred from another court. And guess what it says on September 2nd, 2025? Defendant late to court. And then guess what it says on October 14th with me? Defendant late for court. So this whole depending on others, then maybe you can't depend on others. Maybe you need to take the via bus.
Yes, ma'am.
State on this case, where are we on discovery? Where are we on offers on this case?
Your Honor, I believe the discovery should have been taken care of when the case got, well, I mean, it existed in another court, so all the discovery should have already been there. I'm not aware of any new discovery that hasn't been turned over.
And I think that's what we're here for. I believe that they have given us the discovery, and I'm confirming that to the court. I have been dealing with Ms. Galloway on this particular case, who's trying to get up to speed on it. I have not yet. She's going to get me an offer that hasn't happened yet. And I'm, you know, being patient with them, understanding it's a court that just got a case that got dumped into their lap very recently. So that's kind of where we all are right now, Judge.
All right, Ms. Ferguson,
Yes, ma'am.
recall this for December 18th. And I'm telling you right now, if you're not on time, a warrant's going to be issued unless there is some reason why it shouldn't be.
If there is, I'll let you know, and I'll emphasize again to her the need to be here on time.
All right, and Norma, you can set that for discovery and an offer to be tendered.
My, it won't happen again because if I need to take the bus, I will, and I'll make sure I'll be here on time instead of you getting a ride from anybody else.
Oh, let me just tell you, in taking the bus, there's no shame in it. I used to take the bus as an attorney. I enjoyed it because I was able to leave the driving to someone else. And guess what? I picked up a lot of clients on the bus because everybody, Doc, who rode the bus with us, Doc would say, "This is Stephanie Boyd. She's an attorney." And people who had DWIs were on the bus. And so
Yes, ma'am.
they would say, give me a card.
Then you get the weirdos too.
No, I will tell you, I enjoyed taking the bus. I met some great people. And I don't know why sometimes people are ashamed of being on the bus. And I'm like, I don't know why people are ashamed. It was great. I will tell you, I didn't like taking the 92 because that's the Fredericksburg bus. I would take it if I just had time on my hands because it goes throughout the entire city. But if I could catch the 90 or the 92, I was like, yay, because the 90 takes you on the freeway,
Yeah.
which is a frightening prospect. But that bus driver, you know what he would do? He would put on his leather gloves with the no fingers. And I was like, okay, what's happening here? And we would be zooming, but it was awesome.
Professional.
Driving gloves. There's one thing I forgot.
Mhm.
She is on GPS. Her GPS officer, as I understand from Jasmine, she lives in an apartment complex. And attached to that apartment complex is a park for the residents. Park is not on her portion of the apartments. It's kind of broken up. The GPS officer, to my understanding, is okay if she has young children and a dog. She would like to go there. Does the court wish for me to file a formal
You have
motion?
to talk to the state to see if they have an issue with
They
that.
don't. I spoke to Ms. Gunnels already and so.
Once you, just give me 1 second,
Okay, I have the name and the address of the park.
just 1 second.
Okay.
And you all need to sign that. All right, you can step back. Once you sign the reset form, you're excused.
Thank you so much, Joe.
All right, who's next?
I have, Jorge Cuellar. Ivan.
Judge, I don't think any of these cases will take more than 2 or 3 days.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, I need a jury trial, 2 days. The burglary of habitation, is that also?
It's
CTD?
CTD, yeah, that one will take no time, yeah.
All right, look at him putting deadlines out here and I'm gonna make him stick with it. All right, November 12th.
Okay,
All right, we'll be back on November 12th.
yes, ma'am.
And she does have the precinct warrants. They said that they're not picking anybody up, so
That's right.
that's not my jurisdiction, nothing we can do about it.
Yes, ma'am.
So you may want to check on that because one day you may be out shopping for groceries and they end up picking you up. And whether you paid for your groceries or not, they're gonna be. You know, I was once at a restaurant. A guy had just ordered drinks. The food had come out. And I'm in a booth with someone. And I hear like this familiar sound of handcuffs.
Oh,
And I turned to my right and they were taking the guy out.
wow.
And so the manager at the restaurant knows me and he comes over, he's like, who's to pay for these drinks in this meal? I said, not me. You have to call them.
What kind of restaurants you going to, Chuck? That's the question I have to ask.
They just-
So,
Hey, the food there is very good, the pork chops.
well, good, I need to find out where it is.
All right. And I'm sorry, Norma, what date did you say? November?
12th,
November 12th?
yes, ma'am, and
All
we'll
right.
sign a reset.
All right, once you sign that, you are excused, and please make sure that the acknowledgement of discovery is completed. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes.
All right, the reason why she's over there, she has warrants out of precinct 1, but my understanding is precinct 1 is saying we're not picking anybody up. We don't have time for that.
You can drive her there, Judge, if you want to. Go ahead.
So all we can do is we will take them here because there's a warrant, but precinct 1 says they're not going to pick you up. So maybe you want to talk to the people at precinct. Deputy Laura, is it precinct 1?
Yes, sir.
Maybe you want to call the people at precinct 1 and see if they'll lift the warrant since they're not going to act on the warrants.
I don't have time to do that today, Judge. I
Okay.
apologize. I have multiple
Alrighty.
trial settings. So that I
They're
need
going to take you into
get to.
custody, okay?
So I'll see if my office can do something like that, but I don't personally have.
Oh,
time
no
for that.
problem. All right, so,
She says actually that she thinks she already did time served on
I
this.
I did some term, but I can walk over there and.
oh, no, we can't allow people who have warrants to walk
I'll-
freely. Sorry.
When we're done, I'll talk to you in a second.
All right, so we're here for discovery. Where are we on that?
Judge, the state's actually made us an offer that we're considering, and what I was gonna do is ask the court for maybe a 3-week reset to see.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, can I have a 3-week reset on Ms. Redwine? All right, we'll come back on September 10th.
Okay,
All right, thank you.
Thank
Thank you
you,
for
Judge.
dressing appropriately for court. I do appreciate it. But I will tell you, once people have warrants and they look in the system, and there's a warrant, we just can't let people go.
No, I understand.
Yeah. Now, precinct one, they're saying
I was just.
they're not picking anybody up, so.
Okay.
Sure, you're welcome.
But I can, I believe so.
Yes. All right, could I have a prosecutor and deputy Laura, could you make an announcement for Angela Lee Redwine? Court is calling 2024 CR 007292, State of Texas versus Angela Lee Redwine. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state? Defense?
Megan Enriquez, present for John Coons for Angela Redwine.
All right, so this hearing was scheduled at 9 a.m. This is actually set for jury trial today. It is now 2:14 p.m. The defendant did not answer docket call at 9 a.m. Deputy Laura, was an announcement made in the hallway?
Yes, she's not out there.
All right. And the court will note that previously she had warrants from precinct one, but then the precinct said that they were no longer answering those warrants and coming to pick people up. Have you had any contact with her or Mr. Kuntz?
I believe our office did notify her of this court setting.
All right, state. All right, that'll be granted and she'll be remanded without bond. If your client makes an appearance, the court will reconsider.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Hello.
Judge.
Hi. So let me, so what is happening on this case?
We're entering a plea.
Okay,
We got all the paperwork in. She's pleading on a criminal trial division case and they're dismissing a family violence division case.
all right. Did you understand you're charged by indictment with burglary of a habitation force? That's a second-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine. Did you understand? If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand? All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Your Honor, we would request that you follow the plea bargain agreement. And I know there's a TAP evaluation. My client has requested that that she begin her probation today and she will report to any appointments that she needs to, but she would appreciate it if the court would consider allowing her to be released.
All right, so what was going on with you that day?
I was homeless. I didn't have nowhere to go and I was really just trying to find somewhere.
So, I mean, why does that result in you going into somebody else's
Went into
apartment?
the wrong apartment and it was some mishap.
So how often have you been using before you were taken into custody?
Using I had already been clean for like 6 months.
All right, so here's the thing. Now's the time for you to tell the truth. If you had been using in the past, it doesn't impact your probation because you were not on probation. So you need to be honest with me
No, I was.
because
clean.
I'm trying to figure out what conditions to give you.
No,
right?
I have been clean for 6 months.
All right, this is what the court is going to do. And I'm sorry, how many children do you have?
I tried.
And what are their ages?
1, 20, 11, 7, and 3.
Wait, 21, 20,
Mhm.
11?
7, and I have a 3-year-old.
And where are the 11, 7, and 3-year-old?
Well, the 3-year-old is the one I had lost. I lost rights to him. He's with family, and the 11 and 7-year-old is with my sister-in-law.
All right. This is what the court is going to do. Sentence you to 6 years in the prison, suspended and probated for 6 years. There's a $1,500 fine that'll be probated.
Thank you, Judge.
Take in consideration 2024 CR 5433. There should be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. Regular random UAs, 120 sober meetings in 120 days upon release. There's going to be TAP evaluation and a referral to felony drug court in custody. Follow all recommendations. There's to be 200 hours of community service restitution. I'm going to order parenting classes. 100 of those hours will be deemed satisfied upon the completion of parenting classes. How far did you go in school?
To the 10th grade.
All right. The remaining 100 hours will be deemed satisfied upon obtaining your GED or any type of trade school. You understand? You can either better yourself or either they'll have you picking up trash along the highway. You understand? There's going to be field visits 1 time per month until further notice. Proof of employment within 45 days of release. No employment as a home healthcare provider in the healthcare field or with minors. There's to be no contact with minors. I'll consider changing that once you've started your parenting classes. There's to be restitution, if any, and no contact with Andrew Garcia. And did you know anyone at that location, the apartment that you were seeking to stay in, anyone in that apartment complex? Located at 7323 Snowden Road. That's SNOW, and it's 78240. Probation, is there anything else with regards to sentencing? Is there anything else you need from the court in order to be successful? Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendants' Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it? Because this is plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yeah.
All right, we can go off the record. To be successful in this court, especially when you have drug addictions, honesty is key. Your attorney will tell you if somebody calls probation in this court and say, I'm about to use, I have no control over my addictions, I need help, guess what? That 9 times out of 10, they're not going to file a motion to revoke, and they're going to try to get you some help. But nobody can help you if you are dishonest and not being truthful. You understand? All right, good luck to you.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Who's here on Anthony Cochran? All right, so she has a motion to revoke.
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you ready to proceed on the motion to revoke?
No, Your Honor.
What is happening?
Your Honor, we asked for a reset, if possible, to the first week of August when I'm going to be back from vacation. If not, I know you do Zoom, and I could cover the hearing, come back by Zoom during the month of July.
All right, so,
I need to, because there's 3 pending new file number 1s, which I believe have a good chance of being dismissed or not brought forward, which would leave just
2 of those, though, are still with SAPD. They haven't even been forwarded to our office yet.
okay. So there are 5 new number 1s.
Yes, as I understand it, 3 of those new number 1s all involve the same complaint. And 2 of them have not yet been forwarded to my office. So first, I would like to ask my investigator to contact SAPD and find out from them whether they're going to forward those cases to our office to begin with or not. And if they are, I'd like them to expedite that so that we can begin the process of reviewing them for rejection or charging.
All right. So, and when is your vacation, counsel?
through August 1st, Your Honor,
All right, beginning when?
beginning July 2nd.
All right, Norma, set this for a contested hearing when he's back in August. So he said he'll be back, I guess, ready to proceed. You say August 2nd is when you get back?
August 1st, well, August 3rd is the month, 4th is the Monday, first Monday work week.
Okay, is August 3rd Monday or Sunday?
3rd is a Sunday.
All right, so Norma, set it for a contested hearing for the week of August 11th.
Robert Ramirez from Miss Redwine, Your Honor.
And are you Miss Redwine?
Yes, sir.
Did you review the document entitled Motion to Revoke Community Supervision and First Amendment Motion to Revoke Community Supervision? With your attorney, did you understand it? Ah, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Miss Abrams. No. Yes. All right, we can go off the record. So what is the plan for Miss Redwine?
Your Honor, we were going to ask the court to alter and amend her conditions to add the moral recognition therapy course.
And then what's going to happen to these other cases?
I've not received all the evidence from the arresting agency, and so at this point, I cannot make a representation to the court about that because our office has not received the cases.
Okay. Who is the alleged complainant?
If I can,
I can answer that, yeah.
Yes.
Joseph Friedman,
Joseph who?
Breeding,
You say Friedman?
yes, Your Honor, FRIEDMAN. And he asked me to assist him in preparing an affidavit, not prosecution. That's been filed with the court, Your Honor. It speaks to all three of these allegations.
All right.
Judge, and if you could just give me a minute, because there were some other individuals that were involved. A judge, so one more person would be a no contact order with an Andrew Garcia.
All right, this is what the court is going to do. The court has signed the motion to withdraw. The court is going to alter and amend conditions to include the MRT. There's to be no contact with Joseph Friedman, Andrew Garcia, and no residing with the elderly.
Judge, and then there's one more person. It's a Michael Ferguson.
And no contact with Jim Michael Ferguson. And so for the court, the elderly will be anyone over the age of 55. Thank you. I consider myself elderly.
Judge, the last name.
It's Jim Michael Ferguson. And the other one is Andrew Garcia and Joseph Friedman, FREIDMAN. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. What are their ages?
I just have a newborn. He's 4 months, and then I have a 5, a 7, a 9, 11, and 13.
So newborn, 5, 7, 9, 11, and 13.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you employed?
Not at this moment. I'm looking forward.
Just 1 moment off the record. Let them know, because I realize how hot it is out there because it's hot in here. All right. Yes, thank you. All right, we're back on the record. Are you employed?
Not at the moment.
Are your children living with you?
I'm with my mom.
Child Protection Services involved?
With my newborn, not my mom has the other.
So does your mother have custody of the 5, 7, 9, 11, and 13-year-old? Were your rights terminated?
No, they weren't terminated. I just have partial custody.
Was Child Protective Service involved in the 5, 7, 9, 11, and 13-year-old? When you're drug tested today, what are the results going to be? And you need to be honest with me because I'm trying to figure out if you can be helped or not on probation.
Negative.
All right, when's the last time you used drugs?
February the 6th.
All right, we're going to do a drug test today. So, and this is just a side note, why do you continue to have children knowing that you don't have custody of any of your children and that you have an issue?
I'm not sure.
All right. You're going to have to find out because this is where we're at. In your life, you have all these children. You don't have custody of any of them. You're not employed, and you say you're living with your mom?
No, I'm not living.
Who are you living with?
I just live at a hotel. It's a hotel.
How are you paying for that?
I do side like when I go to labor ready and stuff like that, but nothing something like every day, no.
All right, hotel to hotel is not going to be stable for your children.
I understand.
And Child Protective Services is not going to give you your children back if you're living from hotel to hotel.
I understand.
But if your decision is you have no plans to do what you need to do, then don't disrupt your children's lives. Don't keep coming back in their life, disappointing them.
I understand.
And now you know for sure how children are made. and where they come from. So you're not ready to have children, you understand? And did you receive a CPS plan from CPS?
Yeah.
Who is your CPS attorney?
I don't know, right?
I'm just asking, these are things that you should know, because that case should, other than this case, that case should be one of the most important cases in your life because it's involving your newborn.
I have it, but it's on my phone.
Okay. All right. Anything you want to add, counsel?
No.
So this is what the court is going to do. The court is going to sentence you to 3 years deferred adjudication. If she completes what she needs to complete for CPS, of course, she can always come back and ask for early termination. But that's going to be 3 years deferred adjudication, a $500 fine that will be probated, CPS compliance, and probation. If you can look and see whether or not CPS has her in their treatment program. If they do not, we're going to do a referral to felony drug court because there was more than morphine in that vehicle. Referral to felony drug court. If felony drug court does not accept her, we're going to do a TAP evaluation, follow TAP recommendations. If TAP recommends inpatient treatment, we'll start with intensive outpatient treatment. Is there a reason why you're not able to get employment?
Just because I'm doing the classes and stuff that they asked me to, so I'm just following up with that.
All right. How far did you go in school?
I graduated.
Okay. All right. Proof of employment within 30 days. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. What do you want to do with the rest of your life, career-wise?
Well, I was going to school in the county, but when I had my twins, one passed.
I'm sorry to hear that. So what are your plans now?
I want to go back to school.
Okay. All right. 200 hours of community service restitution. I'm going to want parenting classes. And if CPS, which they should be giving her parenting classes, that can count. And if she completes the parenting classes, I'll waive 40 hours of her community service restitution. And she's going to do trade school or either some higher level of education. If she completes that, the remaining hours will be waived. Regular reporting by Zoom or in person. There's to be regular UAs. We'll do a UA today to see what's going on. 90 sober meetings in 90 days. Field visits. 1 time per month until further notice. No unsupervised contact with minors. If CPS ends up allowing you to have unsupervised contact, then you can come back here and the court will consider changing that. But for now, there's not to be any unsupervised contact because I know CPS tells you where to have your visits and when. Probation, is there anything else you need? Is there anything else you need from the court? I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendants' Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yes.
All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand? All right, we can go off the record. Ms. Bernal, do not be that parent who only does well when CPS is in your life or the court is in your life. If you have no intention and you know yourself better than I do, your attorney, or even better than your caseworkers of probation, if you have no intention of doing what needs to be done to have your children in your life on a permanent basis and be a permanent positive influence on them, you need to just let them go. You understand? All right, good luck to you.
Thank you, Your Honor. May we be excused?
Yes.